Ancient Egypt. The very name conjures images of towering pyramids, enigmatic pharaohs, and mysterious hieroglyphics. From the colossal pyramids that pierce the sky to the intricate hieroglyphs that adorn temple walls, ancient Egypt beckons us to unravel its secrets. It invites us on a journey through time to explore a world of powerful rulers, skilled artisans, and profound spiritual beliefs. In this exploration of ancient Egypt, we will delve into the heart of this captivating civilization. We will uncover the mysteries of the pyramids, witness the grandeur of the pharaohs, and experience the daily rhythms of life on the Nile. Join us as we embark on a captivating adventure into the realm of the pharaohs. Let us journey back in time to ancient Egypt, a land of timeless wonders and enduring legacy. Imagine a vast desert scorching under the relentless sun. Yet, amidst this arid expanse, a lifeline snakes its way through the heart of the desert, the Nile River. This mighty river, the lifeblood of Egypt, would become the cradle of one of the world's most enduring civilizations. The annual flooding of the Nile was a blessing and a curse. While the floodwaters could be destructive, they also deposited fertile silt onto the land, transforming the arid desert into a lush oasis. This predictable cycle allowed the ancient Egyptians to develop sophisticated irrigation techniques, harnessing the river's power to cultivate crops. With abundant food and resources, the ancient Egyptians flourished. They built villages, then towns, and eventually great cities along the banks of the Nile. Thus, from the fertile banks of the Nile, a great civilization arose. No monuments are more synonymous with ancient Egypt than the pyramids. These colossal structures, piercing the sky with their geometric precision, stand as timeless testaments to the ingenuity, ambition, and spiritual beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. The most famous pyramids are undoubtedly the Great Pyramids of Giza, towering over the desert just outside modern-day Cairo. These three pyramids, the tombs of the pharaohs, Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, are the most recognizable symbols of ancient Egypt. Each pyramid was part of a vast complex that included temples, causeways, and smaller pyramids for the pharaoh's family. The construction of these pyramids was a monumental undertaking, requiring the labor of thousands of skilled workers over decades. Contrary to popular belief, the pyramids were not built by slaves, but by paid laborers who took pride in their work. The pyramids were not merely tombs, they were elaborate gateways to the afterlife. Inside these massive structures, the pharaohs were laid to rest with all the riches and necessities they would need in the next world. At the helm of this extraordinary civilization stood the pharaohs, the absolute rulers of ancient Egypt. More than mere kings, the pharaohs were considered living gods, intermediaries between the divine realm and the mortal world. They were believed to possess absolute power, controlling the fate of their people and the very flow of the Nile itself. The pharaoh was the supreme head of state, the military commander, the chief priest, and the embodiment of Ma'at, the divine order of the universe. Their word was law, and their authority unquestioned. Throughout Egyptian history, certain pharaohs rose to prominence, leaving an enduring mark on the sands of time. There was Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh who attempted to overturn centuries of tradition by establishing a new monotheistic religion. And then there was Tutankhamun, the boy king, whose fame rests not on his deeds, but on the astonishing discovery of his nearly intact tomb in 1922. While the pharaohs ruled from their grand palaces, life for the ordinary Egyptians revolved around the rhythm of the Nile. The river dictated the agricultural cycle, provided sustenance, and served as a vital transportation route connecting communities along its banks. Most Egyptians lived in villages and small towns, their lives intricately linked to the land. They farmed the fertile banks of the Nile, cultivating crops like wheat, barley, and flax. They raised livestock, including cattle, sheep, goats, and poultry. Fishing in the Nile or hunting in the surrounding desert provided additional sources of food. Life in ancient Egypt was not without its challenges. The scorching sun, the threat of famine during years of low floods, and diseases like malaria were constant threats. Despite the hardships, the ancient Egyptians also knew how to enjoy life, celebrating religious festivals with music, dance, and feasting. Beyond the fields and farms, ancient Egyptian society boasted a remarkable degree of specialization in craftsmanship. Skilled artisans, working with materials as diverse as stone, gold, and papyrus, produced objects of exquisite beauty and utility. The scribes, masters of hieroglyphic writing, played a vital role in Egyptian society. They were responsible for recording everything from religious texts and royal decrees to tax records and contracts. Egyptian craftsmen were renowned for their skill and artistry. Stone carvers transformed massive blocks of granite into intricate statues and reliefs, capturing the likenesses of pharaohs and gods with astonishing realism. From delicate alabaster vessels to sturdy wooden furniture, these craftsmen infused their work with a sense of beauty and artistry. The ancient Egyptians were a deeply religious people, their lives interwoven with a rich tapestry of myths, rituals, and beliefs. They believed in a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own distinct personalities, powers, and domains. At the head of the pantheon stood Ra, the sun god, creator of all things. Osiris, god of the underworld, judged the dead and granted them eternal life in the afterlife. His wife Isis was a powerful goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood, revered for her unwavering love and loyalty. Horus, the falcon-headed god, represented the pharaoh and symbolized kingship, protection, and divine order. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, oversaw mummification and guided souls to the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that by honoring the gods and living a virtuous life, they could secure their place in the afterlife. Death, for the ancient Egyptians, was not an ending, but a transition, a journey to another realm where life continued in a different form. They believed in an eternal afterlife, a mirror image of the earthly world, where the deceased could enjoy all the pleasures they experienced in life. To prepare for this journey, the ancient Egyptians developed elaborate funerary rituals and mummification practices. Through a complex process involving the removal of internal organs, desiccation, and wrapping the body in linen bandages, they transformed the deceased into mummies, preserving them for eternity. The tombs themselves were more than just burial places. They were elaborate homes for the deceased in the afterlife. Within the tomb, the deceased was surrounded by all the possessions they would need for a comfortable afterlife: food, furniture, clothing, jewelry, weapons, and even games. For centuries, the sands of Egypt concealed a treasure trove of history, buried beneath layers of time and desert winds. Then, in the 19th century, a wave of archaeological discoveries began to illuminate the lost world of ancient Egypt, captivating the world's imagination. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799 provided the key to unlocking the secrets of hieroglyphic writing. This stone, inscribed with the same text in 3 different scripts, hieroglyphics, Demotic script, and ancient Greek, allowed scholars to decipher the ancient Egyptian language for the first time. The excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter sent shockwaves around the world. From the colossal statues of Abu Simbel to the exquisitely preserved tombs in the Valley of the Kings, each archaeological discovery adds a new piece to the puzzle of ancient Egypt. The legacy of ancient Egypt extends far beyond the sands of time. It is a legacy that has woven itself into the fabric of human civilization, influencing art, architecture, language, religion, and thought for millennia. The ancient Egyptians were masters of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They developed a calendar system based on the solar year, mapped the stars, and possessed a remarkable understanding of human anatomy and surgical techniques. Their knowledge and innovations would influence later civilizations, contributing to the development of Western science and technology. The architectural achievements of the ancient Egyptians continue to inspire awe and wonder. Egyptian motifs and imagery have permeated art and literature for centuries. As we conclude our journey through ancient Egypt, we are left with a profound sense of awe and wonder. We have explored the wonders of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire us today. From the towering pyramids that pierce the sky to the intricate hieroglyphs that whisper tales of a bygone era, ancient Egypt beckons us to uncover its secrets. It reminds us of the power of human ingenuity, the enduring strength of the human spirit, and the timeless allure of the past. Though the pharaohs have long since turned to dust, and the sands of time have buried many of their secrets, the spirit of ancient Egypt lives on. So let us continue to explore, to learn, and to marvel at the wonders of ancient Egypt, a civilization frozen in time yet eternally alive in our imagination.